Hi, it's Jez again. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to do something with these. So you may have seen the video where I made these. So these are just pulled off cardboard box, corrugated cardboard. You can sort of see the stripy bits there where the corrugated bits were glued down. Yeah, so this was the same box. This was a different box. I think this was the outside of the box and that was on the inside, so that's why they've got different colours, and this was a different colour altogether. So I stamped all over it, and so I said I'd bring you a video when I sort of do something with it. So that's what I'm thinking. So I'm thinking it might make a nice pocket front, so I think I might do that to begin with. So I'm gonna bring in my big trip. I'm gonna neaten the edge so I know I'm working with a straight edge, because they were just ripped off the box. So let's do that. Pull that corner bit off. So let's go down here. There we go. So that's straighten the edges. Now I could keep those and do some Corey. Yeah, I'll just keep them for now. Do some Corey clusters was what I was thinking. So that might make a nice pocket front. Now probably, so if I go 4 inches and I take half an inch off, that'll make them 3. I think I'm going to go 4.5 inches. How wide are we? Almost exactly 6 inches. So I'll make a pocket out of that, and should I do some tags? 5.5 inches tall, and then I could do something with the bottom one. Yeah, I could do that. That's quite little in it. I want to sort of make there, I'll go 5 inches. So then I'm going to cut this down to 3. So I've got like 2 tags there, and that. What I thought I'd do with that is just fold it in half. And I'll just open out. Yeah, so that's that. So this one, quite easily sorted. Gonna use my bone folder, get my corner punch, which I can't see right now. I can see this one, don't like it as much because it's quite little, but it's probably actually a good size for this because it's quite little. So around the corners. And that, just a little bit of journaling. I like that. There's a bit of me that thinks something should go along there. But I like that. That's a nice front. And I did have a thought. I remembered I bought these pens. I bought these on a trip to the States. Now I've put washi tape on that, and I've put washi tape. Why I've got washi tape on each of them, I've no idea. Because there are 2 brush types. One's a hard tip and one's a soft tip. And I've obviously put washi tape on to denote which is which. I don't think that's blue. Let's try it. No, it is black. That felt quite soft. That's softer. So, yeah. So what I thought was on these bits where I'm going to get my glasses. I'd just sort of draw around. To emphasize, well, I don't want to go down there because that's got the postmark, but that was just a thought that I had. I'd do that. My thought was to do that on other areas. There's not really any on that one. There is on this one, just where the where I'd add the post-it note, just to emphasize it a bit more. That was just what I was thinking. Oh, yeah, draw on yourself, Jez. Just down. Don't matter, the line's not straight. I just thought afterwards that that made quite a nice little look. It was just my thoughts, and I was thinking I need a pen. Then I remembered I had these, and I kept them in the box for some reason. Because I did. Right, so I've got me small one of these. Yeah, names just drop out of my head. Right, so we're gonna go 1/2 inch. I can never see it so well on this. That's 1/2 inch there. So I'm just gonna go down, so that will reinforce the top. Fold it over, that gives it the pocket a nice edge on the top, and then we'll put that off. We'll do the same, so 1/2 inch round each of them. If you haven't got a school board, just fold it, just guess it. I've got a big one as well, but this one's just handy on my desk for just grabbing and using. Saves me getting the big one out when it's just little things like this. That works nicely. So we'll just fold and burnish. And I was just thinking, I watched Gail Agustinelli's video. Started watching it last night before I fell asleep, finished it off this morning. Doing the hints, tips and hacks collaboration. I'm not quite sure what it's called. Anyway, so she was saying about how she puts together journals, and she was saying how she creates things like pockets and tags like I'm doing now without a journal in mind. She just does them, keeps them in a box, and then when she starts to do a journal, she looks through a box of ready-made stuff and pulls out what she thinks would match with the journal. And it came together so quickly, and I thought, oh, that's a jolly good idea. I do have a box of ready-made ephemera, and I have found that having it ready-made does make the whole process of putting together a journal much quicker and easier. So I'm just going to stick the flap down. So yeah, that's what I was thinking of doing. So I thought, yeah, let's just carry on. I need to get some of my made ephemera replenished. So there we go. So that's the top of the, and I might just stick corner bits down, and then that's the pocket ready. To go into whatever journal that I'm making. So that will look quite nice on a page. Do I have a folded over page ready? No. Let's grab one. I think that will be quite helpful. Have a folded over page ready so we can have a little look-see at what it might look like. I think I folded that quite well. So that is a good size for there, like that. Where's my little, and there's a little journaling card that could go and just get clipped on the side of a page like that. That would work. I could stick something on there to make it prettier, but it is like a naked embellishment right now. Could embellish them further later on down the road. Right, now I like that as a back, but it's not thick enough. So as these are decorated, I would want these to be on the front of a journal, so they need sticking. Oh, that's nice. That would make a nice back. So I can put one on that. So where is my glue stick now? I've done a bit of organisation and tidying, and I think my glue stick got tidied somewhere. Has it? Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's always a mistake for me to tidy, because then I can't find anything. I haven't labelled nothing yet because they're just on trial, really. I'm trying to get things in a place where it works for me. I did a major overhaul last, well, when I say overhaul, it was a long overdue cleanup that was required in my craft space, my craft room, my studio, as some people call them. I love the thought of it being a studio. Makes me feel like an artist. And yeah, it's not working. I need some more ideas. So I'm rethinking. I watched several people show their craft desk and they don't have anything on it. And it's like, I'd like a craft desk where there's nothing on it. So in order to do that, you need storage nearby that, well, for me, I would need storage nearby where I can still easily grab it and use it, but it's not physically on here. Don't want to use my bone folder for that. It gets all gluey and gungy. That's what these are for, Jess. So yeah, I've cleared out 3 drawers. that had 12 by 12 paper in them, which was no good because you had to sort of dig down to find things. So now they're in file folders, which I made. And so that's much better at being able to see the papers. Right, liking that. I'm going to give that a trim. I'm not using scissors, not today. I'm using the trimmer. Trim that down. There we go. Go over just a tad. There we go. So that's that. I'm going to let that dry before I do anything else with that. And so now I'm getting scraps. I was watching Rachel from Roxy Creations, and she had a little bowl thing where she collected all her scraps in. I mean, I don't know if she then bins them or if she goes through them and some she keeps, because I would keep that. So that was something I was thinking about, that I could create and have. Anyway, for the moment they just go over there, and then I end up with a massive pile. Right, so I need some more. So let's get my neutral scrap pile. I don't want, oh, might fit on that. Definitely fit on that. I might get both of them on that, actually. Yep. Oh, I've already done that. I only need it for one. I got a smaller piece that will work. Oh, that's the back of a book. Even better. I'll do that. So this is a drawer from a filing cabinet I've got next to me. But it's not a filing cabinet, it's a filing drawers. And they do come out pretty quick and easy. But it's getting overflowing. So I need to sort a bit better. I do think it works really well, but I think maybe I just need to do something where I actually use the contents instead of I keep adding to it. I take the odd bit out like I've just done, but I do seem to think that I'm adding to it more than actually using it. So I might do quite a few little projects like this that uses them up. Yeah. Let's see if I can get that over to the edge so that I've got one straight edge that I don't have to cut. Yep. Don't know why I'm doing this straight on my desk, because that's only going to get sticky. There we are. It's not as thick as that one because this was, I think, 120 GSM paper, and this is just a book page. But and I've got glue all on the back there. Can you see? It'll come off. I've got a glue rubber. It'll come off. Right, so I know the top's straight because that was the edge of the paper, side even. So now we can come down here. Maybe over a tad. And I'm going to take that bottom bit off. Yeah. Need a bit off that as well. There we go. Right, I'm going to bin those. I've got something sat on top of my bin. I've got a big box on top of my bin. When I put it on there, it's like, you're going to get that. Right, so I need to turn these into tag shapes. Now you can just cut them. Or I've got a handy dandy punch that I love. Love my handy dandy punch. It does do just straight edges as well, but I think that's possibly a bit too big. So what I sometimes do is come in a bit, but I'm not. Yeah, definitely going to be too big. Right, then we'll do that. One on that side, one on that side, and it even puts a hole in the middle as well. Love it. I might round the bottoms as well. Oh, I love that. Really love that. I haven't. That's a circle punch, Jez. I was literally just using the coil. I flung it. That's what I did. Yeah, I haven't done coffee dyeing like that with doilies. Tea dyeing even. I don't coffee dye. Coffee's for drinking. Tea's for dyeing. Don't drink tea. Like that for ages. I need to get it done. Loving that. I think that's cool. And I could, when I'm doing a project, I could add to it if I wanted to. I'm thinking that's the right way up. That doesn't look straight, Jess. Doesn't look straight. Just cut it on the straight, but in straight, so it's obviously something's not straight. Right, that's straight. No, it's not. Right, so I'm going to line that up with this line here. So we've got a straight line that we're starting with. So now we can go straighter. The whole point of me using this trimmer was to get my lines straight, and I still didn't get them straight. Now that's looking better. Still looks slightly out. It'll do, Jess. It will do. Right. Gonna do it that way. So there's two ways of doing it. I'm going to do that first. Two ways of doing this punch. The way I did before and the way I'm doing now. And I'll show you the difference. So let's round the end. There we go. So I've got, I keep saving them corners because they'll be useful. So what you've got is those two different style tops that you get with that punch, which I love. So that is what I've done with the one sheet, showing them on this as a background. There we go. Pocket, two tags, and an open journaling card. Like it. Probably the ink round it, just not doing it today. So that's that. So I want to do something different. I was thinking I could turn this into some sort of floating bag or floating pocket was the thoughts I was having. So let's get it all straight again, like we did before. I can't remember if I've cut this side. I think I have. Yeah, that is looking pretty straight to me. So I am gonna measure it so that I know what side we're going. So it's got a directional pattern, and it is roughly just over 12 inches. So if I have, this is the front of the bag, I'm going to have that slightly shorter. So I think I'm going to go to 5 3/4 on this, and have that as the back of the bag. So it's stuck up a little bit on the back. Yep. So I'm going to like before, I think we'll go down half an inch. It's over 6 inches wide, isn't it? Yeah, it's just over 6 inches wide, so that would bring it down to a 5-inch pocket. Probably want it smaller than that. So I might go to 3/8, 3/4, 3/8. So do 3/8 down each side. And do the same up the bottom. So folding along there. So I don't need this one quite so wide. I can cut the end off. That's quite nice. That way around. Plastic bag. Thingy bag. Yeah, that would work. We're now a lot shorter. Didn't give that thought. Okay, so I want to take my pinking shears, I think. And cut a bit off this. So it sort of curves up a little bit at the edges. Like that. Liking that. Could have a little bit more on the end there. There we go. Yep. So let's just taper the edge a bit where it's going to go on, and then on the side and there. So now we need to cut that one down. So can't measure on that. This is that's about 4 3/4 wide, isn't it? Just a smidge under 4 3/4 wide. I want that again in a sec. Could have done this a little bit better if I had thought about it. I could have had it a bit taller, but not to worry. So that's going to stick on the back there, and I like that to be coming up the end. So that needs to be cut down. I'm kind of gonna, there's like a line there I can just about see. I'm gonna cut along that. I'm gonna cut around the corner a bit. So it's like a little sweetie bag. Now that does need inking now, because it'd be harder to do it once it's stuck down. Could have made this a gusseted bag, but I didn't. I want to put ink around the ends of these because I want that to show up on the back. So in the video where I made this paper, I said, you know, making free paper. And now we're making free ephemera, because we're making something with that. Free paper. Oh, I haven't drawn around. Those bits. I want to do that. There we go. So, going to glue down here. Oh, see, that's how I lose. Don't know if you saw that. So my jumper sleeve has, just going to go up a tad on this. Just makes the folding over a little bit easier, I think. Yeah, so my sleeve just catches everything and then they fall on the floor. And that's how I lose things. There we go. Just realised I was thinking I didn't need to ink the sides of this back, but I do, because you sort of see it stuck on there. There's my pens. I love the fact, because it's got wet, it's still sort of quite crinkly, which is nice. Makes it feel old. It's going to ooze, Jez. Ooze. That's what I wanted, my little bottle. So get off. So that's a nice little bag, which can be a little floating bag on a page. Like that. Or it could get stuck down. I mean, I know it's decorated on the back, but it could get stuck to a page, and then you could have a pocket at the back and a pocket at the front. Or you could just fill it with nice goodies and send it to someone as a bit of happy mail. So that's the bag. I've just recently did a happy mail swap, and I did make a bag to put the things in. So that's that. We've got a couple of scraps. I'm not going to do anything with just yet. So now we've got this. So that's come off there. So that needs straightening up. Okay, I'm just looking down. Oh, look. Yeah, my glue bottle fell off. Yeah, I don't know where that dangle is. That's fallen and I can't see it. Right. So I think that is pretty straight there. So we could straighten that off. Let's go straight up the side. Then we'll have a little bit of scrap. So I think these will look nice in collage. Let's get rid of that bit. So they will be nice collage fodder. Get rid of those. So what am I thinking with this? I'm not really thinking anything, to be honest. I've done tags, pockets, journaling cards, a bag. What else could I make? Belly band? There's an idea, Jess. Belly band. So just go around these bits. There we go. So that's size of the page, so I can kind of see. So we'd need to lob off a bit of the top there. Then that could be a journaling card. So I am page size 8 1/4. Did it shrink any? Yeah, just a tad. So we go slightly under 8 1/4. That's our belly band size. Yep, that will make a very nice journaling card. So I need some more scrap to put on that. Don't think that one's big enough, is it? No, bit too wee for the job. Let's not scrunch that over there, Jez. That'll be lost forever. Right, so I want to reinforce the sides. So I'm going to fold it over. So not using a scoreboard for this. I'll fold that over like so. Fold that side over. Roughly about the same. Yeah, that's quite a nice size for the belly band. Quite nice for poking something underneath it. Could even poke the bag underneath it, couldn't we? And the two different colour browns, which is fairly nice. Right, so that's, I don't know what that is on there. Let's glue this edge down so it gives the edges some strength. I need to check that things won't get caught because this is going to cause a ridge, and if that's the case, then I need to stick something on the back. So that was glued in place, and you wanted to stick something in. Oh no, it seems to go in. It's not. I was afraid it would get caught on that ridge, but I think once that's stuck down, it will actually be all right. And then I can decorate it up. Nice little border on the top and the bottom would be nice, and then something in the middle. But I'm thinking I might wait. Oh, I could get some lace. I've got a whole drawer with lace in. I've got black lace. That's one of the reasons for doing my drawers, because I had so much lace and I was like, it was getting lost. I do quite like that. 3 of those peaks, they're quite nice. Quite heavy. Could put that on it. And then I've got this one. Yeah, that one's a bit plain. Is that one too heavy? No, because I can stick it down on it top and bottom. Yeah, I think we might go for this one. I like it. Keeping an eye on the time. I thought this would be a quick video. It's turned into be a bit longer. Yeah, so 3 peaks is what's required. Yeah, so if I just cut up that there. I've not used much black in a journal, and I did think that it would be kind of good to do that, so here we are. So which is the right side and which is the wrong side? They look about the same. I think that might be the right side. It is now. So I've got some quite thick bit there. Yeah. Gloopy gloopy. So I had all my lace just bunched up in a drawer, and I just didn't know what I had. So, and it was with other things as well, like seam binding and ribbon and everything, and I thought, let's just put them all in a drawer. I've got a case on my shelf that holds my cotton lace, crocheted lace, that sort of thing, and so I know that that's separate. But everything in this drawer was just, so now it's much easier. So I say you've gotta find ways that your stash works for you, and if I can't see it, I don't use it. Now some people are neat freaks, so they like everything behind cupboard doors and in drawers. I like to see everything. I mean, I do have cupboards and drawers, but I kind of now I put a label on my drawers so I know what's in them. So that's very cool. Very, very cool. I could put a person on there. Oh, I'm cooking on gas now. Is this the last thing I was going to do? Oh, apart from a little journaling card there. Person. Shall we have a person? Pull out things here. What have I got? Put some words there. Tell your story. Like that one. Have I got any people on here? All sorts of randomness here. No people. Oh, there's people. There's people. So, let me have a look at these people. It was that sort of size I was thinking of. Oh, there I've got them bigger. So I did 2 and shrunk them down. These are people I've sourced. I've shrunk them right down. Cool, I've gone mad with these people. Oh, those are men. Oh, oh. I am thinking of doing a crime related journal. Got a typewriter there. Do any of these look like they might be, oh, they might be investigators. Let's have a little look. Then I've kind of made a start, haven't I? They look like 2 jolly little investigators. Or, oh, I think we got away with that crime. Oh, sort of a Bonnie and Clyde look there. I like that. They look like they've possibly been up to mischief, don't they? Yeah, I'm going for that one. Going for that. You go for it, Jess. I'm gonna. So, put that down there. Yeah, what can we put on there? Could have be fearless. If you were planning a crime, you'd have to be fearless, wouldn't you? Or maybe you've been accused of a crime you've not committed. So that's that. I'm thinking I need something behind it. Looking around, see if there's anything randomly on my desk. I could go behind that. It needs something. I have got up here some unfinished ephemera with all sorts of bits and bobs stamped. Oh, could have a number, like a crime number. Quite like that it's got that green on it. Or I could put that be fearless. Nice little collection there, I think. Go for that. A little bit of ink in. might put them slightly on the wonk and then put that straight across. I imagine that's on the page like that. Yeah, we'll go across there. So we can see a little bit of that there. And then I'm just gonna there, I think that makes, I like that. I like that. So we have just got this bit. Just got this bit now. Look, you see how quickly I just end up with stuff on my desk. That could be just a little booklet. Just went on quiet then. Stinking. Can't see. There we go. So I need to take something off the top. Tool. I don't know what I was measuring. Obviously, the other way. There. Come down a bit. I'll take something off the bottom there because I like that top bit. Just a little booklet there. Quite like that. So let's just staple that. Will you go through? Can you go all the way down there? Yeah, you can. I'm blind as a bat. Look at me. That was stapled in mid-air. There we go. Just a little booklet. Love it. I might just round the corners. I'm not trusting that one. I want a different corner rounder. Where are you? Falling down the back. Go up there. I'll do a little bit of corner rounding on that now. I'll leave them. That'll just fluff it up. There we go. Just a little case book, maybe. Maybe I'm not going to put anything on the front of that, I don't think. Put tell your story. Do you know, I'm always saying that now. I'm not going to do that, and then I go and do it. Yeah, I think that's, don't need anything else. She says looking around for something else to put on there. I think that'll do it. And then she finds something else that I do think will look nice under it. Yeah. Let's take a little bit off each end. That's too long. I'll be fine. Yep. Love it. Right, let's have a look and see what we've made. Scooch them over a little bit. Telling me my battery's low. Thank you. So, we've done a little belly band. We have done a cute little booklet. We've got a paper bag. We have a tag, a little journaling spot, another tag, and a pocket. All free, all out of cardboard box that you'd probably throw away. So hope that was useful, hope you enjoyed that. So if you haven't seen the video where I made this paper with Stampin', I'll link that down below. And yeah, I shall put this in my box of ephemera to be used, and it will appear in a journal coming to you probably quite soon. Okay. Oh, and I've got scraps, and I've got some collage fodder as well. Okay, don't forget to like and subscribe.